Hey guys, a very good evening to all my crypto believers. So, have you all been curious about what's happening in the market? Don't you worry, the CoinMonks got you covered. Okay, so before starting with the updates, let's quickly quote today's headlines. Lawmakers push back on crypto provisions in infrastructure bill. Here's what Indian Prime Minister thinks about crypto and Bitcoin. 3WM, the ecosystem that rewards you for your ecological actions. Peru to partner with India, HK, and Singapore central banks on a CBDC. So, let's start off with refresh feed. Firstly, looks like the American senators are yet again not sure about their decisions in the crypto field. A few days ago only they were completely acknowledging it, and now they're pushing back on their provisions. I wonder what they're up to. Last time I was this confused, it was an MCQ test. Anyways, let's have a look at what's getting cooked. The most recent proposal from a group of House Democrats aims to alter how tax code modifications affect crypto companies that do not participate in brokerage services. Changes to tax reporting procedures for crypto brokers and transactions above $10,000 in the recently enacted infrastructure bill are being fought by lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. 10 Democratic members of Congress, led by Florida Rep. Darren Soto, have advocated for changes to the definition of a broker in the infrastructure package that was signed into law on November 15. Experts have cautioned that under the controversial new law, miners, validators, and wallet developers might be classified as brokers for tax purposes. The letter asks House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to exempt this organization because it does not provide brokerage services. Concerns about negative market impacts and how the United States will maintain its rate of technological innovation if the regulations remain intact are also addressed in the letter. As designed today, the BIF will raise Bitcoin sector confusion, determine winners and losers, and impede IRS efforts to appropriately tax currencies, while all removing our country's competitive advantage in the digital asset marketplace. Senators are also pushing for changes to the BIF's tax reporting rules. According to Bloomberg, Democrat Senator Ron Wyden and Republican Senator Cynthia Lummis have proposed a bill that protects American innovation, ensures Americans pay their fair share of taxes, and does not apply to those inventing blockchain technology and wallets. So moving forward, India's stand on crypto is something nowadays everyone has eyes on. People are quite excited too. Indian people are wanting the government to acknowledge the tokens as soon as possible. At the same time, some people are overcautious about it. Anyways, let's have a look at what Indian Prime Minister has to say about this. Narendra Modi, the Indian Prime Minister, spoke at the Sydney Dialogue yesterday about India's progress in the digital sector and artificial intelligence. His views on the crypto market and Bitcoin, on the other hand, drew a lot of attention. He believes that all democratic countries should band together to prevent Bitcoin and other crypto assets from falling into the wrong hands. PMO India tweeted on November 18, 2021, saying, "Take cryptocurrency or Bitcoin for example. It is important that all democratic nations work together on this and ensure it does not end up in wrong hands, which can spoil our youth." The Indian Prime Minister's remarks on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency may appear to be similar to those made by many other government officials in the past, but the timing of these remarks is critical. According to reports, India is nearing the completion of new crypto frameworks. According to insider reports, the government intends to regulate cryptocurrencies as an asset class and prohibit their usage in the payment system. Despite the long period of regulatory uncertainty, the Indian crypto ecosystem is currently growing. The country has created a number of crypto unicorns as well as some of the most promising crypto startups. Even when the RBI and the central government were resolute about outright prohibiting crypto use, the Indian crypto community fought a legal struggle and organized mass education programs to inform the general public. So moving forward with our next segment, humans have always been degrading towards the environment. Just think, we used to waste pages by making awareness posters about saving pages. Well, that didn't go well, but yes, you can now get rewards by means of your ecological behavior. Yes, I'm not even kidding. Let me describe it in detail. Our Earth is striving to survive as humans take far more than they require. Extreme temperatures, melting ice, rising sea levels, the extinction of species, pandemics, and a slew of other events make it hard to reject climate change and the need to drastically alter our ecological mindset. Every day, we hear calamities and issues linked to the consumerist route that we impose on our world in the media, on TV, and on the internet. Despite the fact that we know that approximately 25,000 people die every year from hunger, number, 1.3 billion tons of food is wasted every year. We continue to live our lives despite knowing that plastic garbage takes hundreds of years to disintegrate in nature. While it's easy to point the finger at others, the facts are clear. Each person generates an average of 450 kg of waste every year. The objective of 3WM is to significantly boost trash recycling. How? What if I say, or what if allowing yesterday's garbage to fulfill our requirements for today? 100% of garbage, whether plastic, food, or medical waste, may be converted into energy, that is, electrical, gas, fuel, etc., using numerous proprietary technologies and automated factories. Bioenergy production has a good environmental impact and also creates jobs in contrast to fossil fuels. 3WM plans to build a global network of 60 trash to bioenergy facilities, concentrating its technology in order to convert waste into energy and treat and purify water. Because the mission is so enormous, 3WM has already enlisted the help of many partners and established multiple branches. Despite the fact that these infrastructures allow 3WM to convert over 20,000 tons of plastic trash into bioenergy each year, the company does not aim to stop there and wants to have a wider impact. Furthermore, because we all have a part to play in the development of tomorrow, 3WM recognizes those who are involved. How or what do you mean? Thanks to the 3WM, its native token. 3WM wants to be able to monetize environmental actions such as collecting plastic to be converted into energy, organic waste to be converted into biogas, and the usage of carbon-free modes of transportation or electricity generation. Solar energy, through its inclusive ecosystem, infrastructures, and the 3WM token, 3WM aims to provide a positive economic value to our trash and actions. So moving towards our last segment for today morning, Peru has decided to partner with Government Banks of India, Singapore and Hong Kong for its own CBDC. It's quite interesting. How will it go and what are the plans for the future? By that time, let's have an overview about it. Peru's central bank head has stated that the country will collaborate with India, Singapore and Hong Kong to build its own digital currency. Julio Velarde, the head of Peru's Central Reserve Bank, said that his country will compete in the worldwide competition to build a central bank digital currency, which is the CBDC. On November 16, he spoke at the annual conference of executives with business leaders in Lima. I believe the payment system we will have in the globe in 8 years will be entirely different from the one we have now. Even the banking system will most likely be altered. Peru will collaborate with the central banks of nations that are further along in the creation of CBDCs such as India, Singapore and Hong Kong, according to Velarde. A CBDC is a digital version of a country's fiat currency that is issued and regulated by the central bank of that country. We won't be first because we don't have the resources to be the first and take those dangers, Velarde explained, but we don't want to be the last as well. We are at least on par with it, if not ahead of comparably sized countries, albeit we lag behind Mexico and Brazil. The Reserve Bank of India, one of Peru's planned CBDC development partners, expects to take a trial implementation of the digital rupee by the end of the year, but it is taking its time to guarantee a seamless rollout. In August, Governor of the Reserve Bank of India, Shaktikanta Das, told CNBC, "We are being extremely cautious about it since it is a whole new product, not just for RBI but for globally." Under its Project Orchid initiative, the Monetary Authority of Singapore has also relieved plans for privately constructed retail CBDC. They're trying to watch all and catch up with China, which according to the POBC's digital currency chief has progressed a total of 62 billion digital yuan. So we would now wind up with the assessment for today evening and meet you all tomorrow with even more interesting stuff. Until then, you may consider joining our Telegram channel for free crypto signals. Visit our blog linked below for guides, reviews and tutorials, and subscribe to the channel and get daily updates about the crypto market. Lastly, with this little favor of Coin Monks, we hope you stay updated. Thanks for watching and have a nice day ahead.